Welcome to another Follow Up Boss episode. I see a few people that I know in the webinar. Let us know what city and state you're from. I am Tristan from Malibu. Brittany, where are you at today?
Hey, y'all. I am in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The hurricane, one of them tried to take us out. It did not win. I am still here and sort of standing, sort of like it was a little rocky for a minute there, but I am here. Hey.
Nice. Well, thanks for joining us today. And I see some people jumping. Allison, you're from Chicago. Thanks, Allison. We love Chicago, except when it gets freezing. We don't like it too much.
Cold though. You know, it's hot here all the time. So I get so jealous. Like when I'm looking, they're like ice skating, and I'm like, I mean, that looks so cool.
Come on. That cold air that comes through. I don't know. Really.
I mean, but it's pretty. Like you should do that like one time of the year, like Christmas Eve.
Okay, that's
ice
true.
Skating into a midnight mass, and then the next day it should be snow, and then it should not. That should be it.
I love it. Well, let's get started. I see people chiming in as to where they're from. Today we've got Brittany. She's going to be talking about smile and listen method, and she's got a presentation for you. So
it ain't gonna be boring though, Tristan. Like when you say presentation, people will be like, "Oh God, here we go."
No. It's usually more informative. That means take out your pencils, get ready to snapshot. And Brittany, I'll probably have some questions in between. So I'm going to hand it over to you.
So I wanted to speak a little bit more. I know, I believe our title is 11 ways to dominate in any market, right? Rip off, duplicate, dominate. The reason that this was super important and super near and dear is because of something you told me, Tristan. You said, Brittany, because I said, I just copy after people. Like, I don't think I do anything special. And Tristan says that I implement well and that I take things and look at them and fix them so that they work in my market. A lot of things that you'll see from me come directly from Tristan or from what I've learned in Lab Coat Agents. Have to say, holler, best Facebook group in the world. But I have to say that, and so I guess I'll get started from here. I'm going to share my screen. I talk really, really, really fast, y'all. So slow me down. I'm super.
I'll slow you down if you need to.
Okay. So smile and listen method. If you look at this on face value, you'll notice a couple of things: rip off and duplicate. Tristan has stay. I have smile and listen. Okay, so I ripped off and duplicated even there. But basically, smile is schedule, manifest, incorporate, leverage, and engage. Learn, implement systems, task lists, execute, and know. What this is basically doing is I have broken down. I don't know if y'all have been to conferences before, but you'll see my little pink notepads everywhere. All of these are filled with notes, right? I have been in 6 years, probably 20, 30 plus, maybe even more if you're thinking about conferences and webinars and things like that. So what Smile and Listen does is it categorizes how your notes look in order for you to implement what's in your notes instead of coming home with a whole bunch of things and never knowing what to do with them. In this example, I'm actually using video for it. In another group that Tristan and I are in, they had a challenge on creating video. So we're going to go into how Smile and Listen, how I incorporated that to create video. Next slide. Oh Lord. See? Okay. So notes for mini conference, separate notepad. Glass of wine always works. Today I don't have wine. I have sweet tea though, but that works. It might be, useful when you chat. So a lot of things that you'll see from here come from those three guys. If you don't know them, follow them. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn. You name YouTube, you name it, they have video arenas. Follow these guys because they give you tidbits and these little nuggets, and those little nuggets that they give me, like I could hear a nugget from Zach that correlated with something that Jeff said that reminded me of something that Tristan said 2 years ago, right? So make sure you're following these guys. They're some of the best that I've seen in the area. And then there's this one. So Tristan and I have been friends for 6 years now.
Yeah.
Tristan has been preaching video for 5 years now. I just started video about 6 months ago, maybe. A little bit. start off by talking about paralysis of analysis, by analysis, right? I never thought that I would get into this because usually I just jump in and do things. But as a girl, the first thing I could think of was, oh my gosh, my hair isn't done. Guess what? Caps work, right? Who's gonna watch this? What am I gonna talk about? Listen to this voice of mine. Like y'all, I still cannot listen to myself on camera because it's like, y'all, right? None of it matters. Or if you're looking at TikTok and the dances, right? I lost 100 pounds. And so I was very self-conscious on what I looked like on camera. My house is a mess. I have a housekeeper now, thank God. But momming is hard when you're in real estate. So the house was a mess. So I had to have, a really cool backdrop. And I noticed that all of these things were excuses on why I wasn't creating video. So I decided to take it from the top and go one by one. Okay, I can fix that. Okay, here, no problem. I got about 17 baseball caps or kind of hats. I'll wear that in a video. I'm not thin enough. Okay, I'll wear a jacket. I'll be under a blanket. No big deal. What am I going to talk about? Schedule. I'll sit there and I will decide what I'm going to speak about for the week, or maybe there's something funny. For me, one of my favorite ways to do it now, and I just discovered this last night, I will watch reels all freaking night, okay? Like Instagram reels. And they have these videos, and some of the videos about nothing to do with real estate will remind me of a way that I can incorporate that into real estate. And I'm like, oh my God, it would be so amazing if I did this and did it this way, instead of having to reinvent the wheel or copy off of somebody fully. I mean, I'm having a blast right now, y'all. I'll show y'all in a second. I'm so excited. Okay, so we just talked about how stupid I looked, right? Like how I was so afraid to look dumb. Check this video. Hold on, let me.
There we go. I see it. I see it.
You see it?
I see the video, but
you can't hear anything, right?
I can't hear anything yet, but it's muted. So if you want to unmute it.
Let me play it again. There is no sound to this. This is exactly how I record.
Nice.
Pajamas. Okay, because remember I kept saying how crazy I sound, how crazy I look. This is the video. I had no idea how it would turn out. I'm dancing to air. Okay, there's nothing there. So let's go to the next slide. So we're going to start with Facebook. This was my analytics on this. Okay. So in saying that, it looks like I created that for that. Now the Instagram one is actually my favorite one. The Facebook was fun, but on Facebook, my audience is different, right? Yep. So know your audience. My audience on Facebook is usually older people. They're super conservative most of the time. And so that's the reason that song was that. Now, if you want the real Brittany, you should probably follow me on Instagram because you can see my music and watch this.
With all the mamas, the back of the club, sipping my wet is where you find me. The back of the club, my crew's behind me. Mad question asking, music lasting, but I just can't quit because one of these honeys Biggie got to creep with.
So what's fun about this is if you look at my insights, right? I don't have 1 billion views. I don't. But if you look at on the reel, I have almost a 10% engagement. That's massive. Do you know what I mean? Like I guess that's massive. In my opinion, that was really good. Okay, Tristan.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Yeah, right. And just that simple video. I did not pick the music. My VA did. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in a second. When we talk about leverage, which is in our smile. So, oh shit. Here we go. All right. Okay. Now we're back to schedule. Forgive the S-bomb, this is me. So when you schedule things, if you can see, I literally used Tristan's social media calendar. Nobody's telling you to reinvent the wheel. Like, I think as real estate agents, we don't want to be known as that agent who copies and takes from somebody else, right? I can almost bet that never in life would there be a time, unless there was a referral, that a client would know that Tristan and I were doing the same thing on the same day. That doesn't exist. He's in Malibu. I'm in Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
Right. So with this, the first S of the SMILE method, schedule. Post-conference, schedule a time to go over your notes. Usually in my notes, there are recurring themes. For me, I feel like that's the universe telling me I need to focus on this.
Mm-hmm.
Video, you'll see a lot. Being authentic, being yourself, you'll see a lot, right? But in this case, we're going to use Instagram Reels and video shooting, for example. So we're going to go into that. Schedule a time to shoot. I like to shoot whenever the inspiration hits me. I've started just whenever I'm out, I'll just pull out my camera and record something, because my VA is on my butt so much to send her video. She's like, this is why I'm hired. I need you to do your job so I can do my job. And I'm like, ooh, I like it. It's spicy. So I send her all sorts of just regular fun content of me going out. So this content calendar came from Tristan. This Instagram algorithm came from Zach. This is what he says works in Instagram. I say, okay, now, am I perfect with this? Absolutely not. Am I striving to be? Yeah, I am.
So to everyone, hold on. I want everybody to take a snapshot of that if you want to go back, because that's really important. People are always asking, well, what is it that I do? Here you go. Here's your answer right there.
So at the bottom of the one, the IG Reels, the 10 times, what hashtags mean the most to my ideal client? You remember, you're not just shooting off the hip, making these crazy videos just because it's fun or it goes viral or anything like that. This is also a business opportunity for us.
Yep.
So when you're looking at hashtags, an easy way to explain and how I understand it is talking points. What do my clients like to talk about? Farmhouse, shiplap. A lot of them are moms. We all like Target, Starbucks. All of these other hyper fun things are hashtags. When I describe my perfect client, I'm going to describe them using the hashtags because I know they'll see them in the future. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. You ready for me to go?
Let's go.
All right. Another part of schedules, spend 1 day per week gathering ideas, props, and songs. Hire somebody who tells you what to do. We just talked about how Queen basically fussed. So this next video is what I'm describing, just me just shooting random content of nothing. And this is what she did with it.
My routine is minimum effort, maximum enjoyment. Life is one big vacation and I'm going to enjoy it, darling.
That's a complete me. I'm always drinking coffee. I have fun with my best friends. That's her hand. And then we were getting mani-pedis. So the wine at the end, we had basically a girls' day with wine at the end. But it's content. It speaks to my ideal niche, who are move-up buyers. They all drink wine. They all love coffee. They're moms of multiples. So this was very important because even this video speaks to them. If people like this video, they and I are going to get along. If they don't like the video, we're probably not going to get along. I only want to work with clients that I get along with. And we're on the S. I'm going to speed it up.
My routine
Here we go.
Minimum effort.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Manifest. So you have to think about what's stopping you, right? Why are you not doing video? We went through this whole thing with my hand in my head about why I thought I couldn't do it. What do you really believe? Do you believe that you're not good enough? That they won't be edited properly, which was a big thing for me. I have all the apps. I have iPhone and iMovie and the other little blue one and this one and that one, and I don't know how to use any of them. Why have you not hit the next level? I'm going to tell you, and not only tell you this, I'm going to promise you that you hadn't hit the level that you want to be in, not because you're not capable, but because you don't believe you are. Something's stopping you. You see this? This is my little tripod that I use. I have the expensive gimbal. I don't know how to use it, so I just don't anymore. This is my tripod. I will walk around with it. I record video on this. It was like $30, I think 30 or 50. It's a smooth one. I like smooth. 30 or $50, right? You see this? All right, watch. Look at this. This ain't even the new one. This is the iPhone 10, y'all, because I don't like to change anything. I like everything to stay the way it's supposed to be and the same. With this raggedy phone is how I'm recording video. I'm on a Surface Pro right now that is almost 6 years old. I actually bought the iPad mini thing, iPad Pro, one of them. I just brought that today. So understand, it's not about the equipment. It's not about having this nice fancy stuff that you will see Tristan opening. And I'm actually going to do an unboxing video. So I'll tell y'all later how it works. But it's not about any of that stuff. It's simply about doing it. Don't outthink yourself like I did for years. Okay? Years. So we're going to talk about manifesting. This is an exercise that we're not going to be able to do because we're not going to give ourselves, we're not going to have enough time for this. But basically, take out a sheet of paper, write all your negative thoughts on it. You got 30 seconds, fold it in half, rip that shit up because it don't matter. Real talk, all of your negative is now gone. It does not exist anymore. You have owned it. You have given it all the ownership it needed and you ripped it up. Now have fun. Have fun. Well, let's see. See, and no longer own space. It's just like I wrote this, Tristan. Imagine that.
I love this.
So what is it that I want people to see me as? So Tristan, what do you see me as?
I see you as someone that has a lot of fun and gets stuff done.
Ah, funny. Let's see. I wanted people to see me as a good mom.
Ooh. Yeah, fun. See, sassy, fun, good leader, right? You get stuff done. There you go.
Sweet. So tough, kind, knowledgeable, blah, charitable, resourceful. I wanted to be a resource. Wine drinker, we talked about that. I'm fit-ish. Coffee drinker, right? So for me, as long as I'm speaking to what I want people to see, I win. If somebody doesn't like my video, guess what? Do one then. If you want to sit there and you want to complain about something that I have done that you don't like, perfect. Let me see your video. Show me the better way. If you can't do that, don't even worry about them. They're not worth it. They're not worth you talking to, honestly.
Yeah.
All right. Incorporate apps and products that I use. So Dropbox, I use it a lot because when I'm recording all of this content, I send all of my things to a VA. When I'm recording this content, I drop it in a folder that's labeled, I think, raw footage, so that she can just pick out whatever she wants to and create these videos. Talked about my phone. We talked about Reels. The notes section on my iPhone is super important. That's where I put all the ideas of things that I want to shoot. So I just, instead of me just sitting down, so Tristan will sit down on one day of the week for a couple of hours and he will map out what he wants his content to look like, right? I'm not there yet. I will own that. But I am there where I can put it on my phone. And in the middle of the night when I'm having these ideas, when I'm browsing through Instagram and I have these amazing ideas, I can shoot it there so that I know to come back to it. Stable tripod. Pinterest, I like to see kind of what's going on, the cool things in the background. Facebook, YouTube, iMovie, I use the VA, and a little remote control. Let's see if I can find it. Oh yeah. So I use this little remote start thing where I just click it to start. So you don't have to see doing this all the time at the beginning, which is funny, but I click this to start. Let's see, leverage. I'm just curious. I guess we can ask everybody, or Tristan, I'll ask you, what stopped you from doing video at first?
Just not having a process that I could rely on. That's it.
For me, it was not having a process and not knowing, because I'm still in production, not knowing how to properly edit these things. I have hundreds of video. I didn't understand how to edit them and how to get them into exactly where I needed them to go. Which of these things can be outsourced? Outsourcing and leverage was extremely important to me because once I started outsourcing it, I didn't have to do it. And if I don't have to do it, it actually gets done. Well, imagine that.
Once you remove it from your plate, right,
Right.
then you can focus on the things that you really enjoy. Because I don't think any of us here enjoy editing, right? That's not what we're here to do. And
I'll
that's
proofread.
the biggest challenge.
I'll proofread it. I will not edit it. Engage. We talked a little bit about this when we talked about the hashtags. What is your ideal client like? What makes them sad and happy and cry? What about you? So Tristan, when you look at his stay method, I'm pretty sure it's stay. I can't.
Yep, it is STAY.
No, it may be another one, but I can't remember which one. Where you talk about each of your videos. Is it learn?
I don't know.
Okay.
You keep on talking and I'll tell you once you hit it.
You talk about each of your videos have to do one thing. They're either informative, they advise.
Yeah. On your videos, they have to engage. That was me referring to Brandon Kane's 3 F's: the feelings, facts, and fun, right?
So Tristan implemented something he learned from somebody else, where in turn I implemented what I learned from him, where y'all are implementing what y'all learned from me. So see how it works? Super cool. I love this. Sorry, it's my exciting. Okay, so to recap, SMILE stands for schedule, manifest, incorporate, leverage, and engage. Right? So always smile. What people remember about me the most, they say I smile a lot, so hence the smile. And then this one's fun. Okay, I actually have a recording artist who did the next one for me, the next voice. And that's Sophie, my little girl.
Oh.
So learn. What do you need to know about the subject? You need to go back through your notes and anything that's not answered, because of course we don't want to just jump in and do video and not know what we're doing and have it look a clunky mess, right? That's a lot of what stops all of us, right? So go back through your notes, make sure that whatever questions you have are answered. Google and YouTube teach you a lot. You can definitely DM me, slide into my DMs. Long ago, I slid into Tristan, so he's open to that. So slide into everybody's DMs and ask us any questions. Don't try, because you can't answer a question, don't let that stop you, because other L is leverage. Just hack somebody or pay somebody to do it. There's Fiverr, there are virtual assistants. There's a million different ways you can get something done. Do not let the fact that you don't know everything stop you from doing anything.
That's it.
Implement. So, I mean, if y'all want to, you can take your phone out right now and you can just record yourself and you can point to different directions. And I'll let my, this is actually going to my assistant Queen for point. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you just made your first video. And you can definitely, if y'all want to screenshot this, do it. 6 different places. Send it to the B Group Graphics at Gmail, or you can send it to Queen at thebgroupagent.com. And she will edit these for you, just like what she sent to me, what I showed y'all at the beginning, and that'll be done for y'all today, like right now. Like, do this after we're finished. Like, I'm holding y'all to this. I don't know how many people are here, but however many y'all are, do this. Systems. Tristan talked about it. He said systems was what was stopping him. For me, I go back and I like to, I guess, what is it called? Monday morning quarterback, where I like to go back and see what went wrong in the video, what I liked, what I didn't like, where I could have done better. All those good things help me create better systems on next time what to use. For example, I have a recorded video and my videos sound kind of clunky, right? Y'all heard me talk about Reels, so I'm actually going to do an unboxing of this. But I bought myself a new microphone thing, right?
Ooh.
I know, I'm so excited
I
to
like
unbox
that.
it. And it's pink. And then I brought the overhead, the really fancy thing, because I echo a lot in my room. And so that was a way for me to fix that. Would anybody else notice? Maybe, you know, somebody who's well-versed, but I'm so OCD right now about how I look on video. This was my way to solve it, the reviews. Task list. What all do you need done? Do you need, in order to start video, do you need a decorative corner like I have? Do you need tripods? Do you need more storage? Do you need a better cell phone? I doubt it. Do you need a webcam? What do you need in order to begin and get it? Okay. Like I know Jeff Fitzer would say, you don't need anything. You already have everything. You have a phone, right?
Yep.
That didn't work for me. I needed things. I needed the ring light because if I don't have a ring light, let me show you all the difference. Okay. See me? I just left. I'm too dark not to have a light, right? So with the light, I'm back. I needed these things in order to make me feel as if I was presenting a professional front. Execute. See what it says at the top? Don't do that.
Are you talking about yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, that was me, okay? That's not you, because y'all can't do that. Because one of my best friends in the world is Tristan Ahumada in 2 years. Oh God, I'm so embarrassed. Okay.
At least you got there, right?
I did. I'm still like working on getting there. And the last word is no. Go back, reevaluate. We talked about this. Always be tweaking. That says tweaking and not twerking. By the way, I do not twerk on video. I cannot dance. If y'all ever see me twerking, I know that the camera was on me because I cannot dance. But always be tweaking. Always rework it. It's okay if you didn't do it properly or right or the best way the first time. Nobody did. There you go. I think that's it.
All right.
There you go. Learn, implement systems, task
Listen.
list, execute, and note. Listen.
I love that. That's so easy. Good job, Brittany.
Thank you. It was all because of you, Tris. You did that.
And we did it all in 30 minutes.
I'm sweating. I was like, oh God, it's long.
We made it through. And she's frozen. Yes. All right. So one last thing I wanted to share with you. If you didn't get it already, let me hand it over to you. Give me 1 second. I'm going to share with you the calendar that she shared, only because that one I can share with you because that's the one I created. And it looks a little bit like this, so that we have something you end with that's pretty good. So this is the calendar that we go through, which is STAY, S-T-A-Y, right? Sell with a story, teach, advice, you. That's what she was talking about. And that I'll share with you in the chat. These are just prompts that you can use so that you can create better content. I dumped it in there as well. I'll send it over to our people at Follow Up Boss so they can send it out. I think Allison is on here as well, just in case she wants to send that out to everybody. And again, thank you so much for everybody jumping on. Have an awesome day, everybody. Thanks for being part of Follow Up Boss.